All right, so I'm actually getting ready to prep out some FBA snacks that we have. As you know or may not know, we actually do a handful of snacks. We do nuts. We do also cookies. We do chocolate covered products and such. So this is actually a batch of Amazon FBA soy nuts that we're getting ready to send out. So I only try to do also about 12 to about 24 bags at a time. The reason being is that I would rather sell out of these because they have a limited shelf life, or instead of actually sending 100 or 1,000 units and trying to sell through 1,000 units would be very, very challenging. So selling through about 2 dozen or a dozen or 3 dozen at a time makes more sense for what we do. So we're getting ready to label these up. So these are labels here that I actually created on ChatGPT and then altered them and then kind of edited them on online labels. And I'll actually show you the website later of how that actually works on online labels. And then this is the back label. Now this is the most important part of it. Of course, you have to have your nutritional information. But this part right here, all right, this is the identifying barcode, the SKU number that this will be put into on Amazon. So when they receive the product, when we go over here, and let me start showing you how we label it. When they receive the product, that's the actual barcode that they're going to scan to put it into the system. So let me show you how we do this. So the back label, of course, gets the nutritional information, just like any other food product. And then on the front, of course, you get your fancy schmancy eye-catching label. So that is the finished product itself. And of course, this on the back is the SKU that they need, the ASIN number, that they would need to scan that in. Now this is actually something that I build out on the label itself. It doesn't come printed like this. So I create my nutritional information, make sure all the ingredient listing, your best by dates, which has to be entered into the FBA shipment as well when you ship these in. And of course, this being the SKU. So we actually edit this and put this onto the label. So everything's on one label. Some people I see, they put one label down here and two. And as a matter of fact, we used to do that with some of the products that we had. But that is a FBA ready, shelf ready product, ready to go. So these will go out today. They'll get into Amazon's hands probably within a few business days. And then once they're in the system, they'll be ready to sell probably in about 7 to 10 business days normally. And then from there, when they start to sell down, we just basically add some more into the inventory. Now, as I showed you before, these are also cookies. These are products that are baked fresh and made fresh. Some items do not go well in FBA. This is another iced cookie that we do, a limoncello cookie. Some of these things I would not recommend to be putting into FBA at all. Reason being is that they have such a very short shelf life. That would be a product that would probably spoil well before it had a chance to actually sell through. So let me show you these over here. See if you want to pan over here, I'll show you some more stuff. So these, like things like this, that are very shelf stable. When it comes to like brittle, when it comes to things like gummies. These items, when it comes to summer and spring time for FBA, soft candies that can melt, chocolate pretzel rods. Come over here, I'll show you real quick. We have a huge order here. Pretzels get ready to go out. Pretzel rods and things. These are not good FBA items either. They do have a great shelf life, but the warehouses at FBA where Amazon does fulfillment has no air conditioning. Or if they do have air conditioning, it's not temperature controlled to the point that chocolate items, things that can melt like brittle, you see, things like bark, chocolate candy bark, gummies, these are not good items. So what I try to do is stick to stuff like this, sunflower seeds, soy nuts, trail mixes, mixed nuts, things that are not, spices even, are great. Things that are not time or temperature sensitive, that's the best thing to use when it comes to food products for Amazon. Barbecue sauces, hot sauces, things that are shelf stable like that, good to go. Fresh baked items, it's a no-go. So just some really quick tips on what we're doing here as far as our FBA is concerned. If you have questions about this, let me know down in the comment section, and I can explain how we actually make these labels, because I know probably a lot of you want to know how we make labels. I'll see you in the next video.